Welcome to Hooray, it's Thursday, later than normal and later than usual and later than what I said as well. But that's cool. Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to my Facebook page, my YouTube, and all of the groups that I belong to as well that I've got this streaming to. I've got it streaming to a couple of different places. So, yeah, we're going to get to make some new friends. Now, the other day there was a sound issue, so I've been playing with that. I think I've figured out what to do with it, but yeah, we'll just see how we go. Please let me know in the chat if there is any sound issues today so that I can then go back and re-look at them. But for now, let's everyone grab a cuppa. Tony made mine. He's my good tea lady. He makes our tea when we come to class. Grab a cuppa and let's join us on a journey sort of by the seaside, but not really by the seaside. So what I've got, I'll just pop that over there. What I've got happening on my screen, okay, is you'll see here on my desk, I've got my By the Seaside Designer Series paper. I've got the Seaside Bay stamp set. This is a really beautiful stamp set. I'm going to play with this at my class in the upcoming weekend. I do my classes the last weekend of the month here in Mount Elliot, which is on the beautiful Central Coast. So I'm going to be using this set at that, but it's a cling set. I haven't put it together at all, but I'm not using that stamp set today. But this is part of a suite. The paper's part of that suite. I didn't bring the pearls over to the desk, but that's okay. And so is this really pretty, I needed some white to see, this really pretty ribbon. It's quite soft. It's balmy blue and white. What have they called it? Just variegated ribbon, but it's really soft. It's similar to, for those people that have used it, our seam binding ribbon. Okay, but that's part of the suite as well. And the reason why I'm showing you what's in the suite is because if you purchase the suite, which is the stamp set, the dies, there is a set of matching dies there over in the drawer. The Designer Series paper, the pearls, and yeah, look, here's the catalogue. So if you were to purchase this whole suite, you're looking at $153.75. It's just shy of a joining kit, but you know, just saying, because the joining kit's even better than usual. But I'm thinking out loud for those that are demonstrators. If you purchase $180 worth of product, you have the choice with your celebration. You can get 2 celebration items, or you can get some of the extra special ones, which you need 2 lots of. So you need $180 worth. So you could get this suite plus some extra goodies, maybe some cardstock and stuff to go with your paper. And then you can get this beautifully happy photopolymer stamp set. It's 2-step stamping. And I've done some stuff with it before, but I've been having a bit more fun. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to make something with the Designer Series paper and this stamp set. Okay. So even though I bought in Seaside Bay, it was just to lull you all into a false sense of security. We're not going to play with this one today. I will put it together and I will play with it at a later date, but we're going to play with Beautifully Happy. First, though, I want to show you this paper, and I'm not sure if it's going to do it for me, but I'm not sure if you can see. Can you see the pearl on there? So there's like a little pearl strip. If you look, it's just a matter of getting it in the right light. You can sort of see there's like a pearl strip there. That's that piece. And if I do it like this, that's the other side of it. So that's the pearl side, and that's the other side. This one here's all got all mussel shells on it. And again, this is the pearl side. So you can see these ones here have got the pearl on them, which makes them quite pretty. And then on the other side of that one is a really pretty background. The colors that you find in here, aside of the gold and the pearl, are Balmy Blue, Mint Macaron, Coastal Cabana. There's some Night of Navy in here, some Petal Pink, some Pool Party, and some Sahara Sand. Look at that one. That one looks like we're just at the beach. Oh, yeah. So what? I'm going to put that one on that side, and that's the specialty paper. It's like the shell pattern. This one here is quite abstract. I really like that. That's got the gold on it. And then on the other side of that one, oops, jumping ahead here. On the other side of that one, we've got some crabs, just some sea stuff, which is really cute. And it's in like a darker of the Balmy blue, which is really nice. I love this one. I've seen some really cool stuff done with this one. And that's got a gold fish. And on the back of that one, we've got some stripes. This one here, I'm not sure if you can see if I can get it in the right light. No, it's not working for me. Okay, all of these little lines here, they're all gold foil. So that's the specialty side of that one. And then it's got like a nice old washboard side on the other side. Got a bit of shadow happening here. Oh, that's a bit better. My ink pads are casting a shadow. It's really bright outside, so I've put the blind down a bit and hope that that makes it a bit better for you to see. All right. Okay, no one's chatting yet. Okay, so if you haven't accepted Restream, all right, that's not what I wanted. Hide that. Okay. If you haven't accepted Restream, I won't get to see who's commenting, but I'll still be able to say hi. This one here's got like lines of pearl down it. You see those? That looks like to be the magic spot. So if I put that one under there, and then it's got, looks like the beach, that side. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's pretty. This one here is like a wave. That's all pearled, and it's got like a blue tinge to the pearl, like a pale blue under the pearl. And some more mussels, but they're not pearled like the other ones. This is pearly, quite pretty. And another beach scene. This one looks very similar to the one we had before. Didn't I already do this one? No. This one's got green on it. That one doesn't. So that one's got some macaron in the back. This one's got some Sahara sand. But essentially that's the same piece, but with my goldfish. But the back's different. Oh, aren't they just the cutest little birds? You could fussy cut them out. They're very sweet. Some more gold with our petal pink mixed in there. So quite some subtle colours in that one. Oh. And it's got shells with that one. They're quite nice. Sorry, excuse me. Anyone seen their favourite piece yet? I had that to there. And then we've got this Sahara sand piece with the shell pearls on the top of it. And that's got, I think that would have to be one of my favourite pieces. I love stripes. I'm a stripe fan. Is anyone else a stripe fan? All right, so now I've got to decide what piece I'm going to do. What colours I've got on my table. So excuse my cough. I've had some orange juice and it's tickling my throat. So I brought over some, I remembered an envelope. That's a bonus always. I've got some Night of Navy. And what I'm thinking I might do. Okay, so I've got some Night of Navy. I've got a card inside. But what I'm thinking I might do, just for something a little bit different, might have a bit of a play. So I've got a card inside and I've got a piece to stamp my flowers on. Okay, so let's see. What about that one? No. So the colours I'm playing with, I've got my Merlot, I've got some Mossy Meadow and some Night of Navy. The reason why I brought the Mossy Meadow is I need a dark leaf green. I didn't think the mint macaron was going to do it. That's not going to do it for me. That's quite cute, but the back won't do it. I want something that's going to work both the front and the back. Where did I put all of the single ones? That one will, but the back won't work for me. I know what I've got in my head. I know what I want to do with that piece. Oh my gosh, you can just get another piece, can't you? Like, will that one work? That's a maybe. Shells won't work. Fish won't work. Well, I'm running out of options, I reckon. What do you? Shells are not going to cut it for what I want to do. What's on the back of this one? What's on the back of? No. More shells. I know what I want to do with those pieces. I want to have a play with the ballet on it. I still keep coming back to this one. And I think that's where I'm going to go. Let's play with this one. Okay. So we've got a 6x6, and we quite frequently have issues with picking what we're, I don't know what the word is, the right word, cutting this so that we get good bang for our buck. You essentially get one card front out of each piece unless you cut it a particular way. All right, so what I'm thinking of doing, I've got to move some things around because I've got my cutter over here. It's a bit messy. And I know it looks like the water on one side, but I want this side. So what I'm thinking about doing is, this is 6 inches across. So if I cut this, let's say at 3.5 inches, which for us Australians is just just shy of 9 centimeters. Okay. It's going to give me this little scrap left over. And then because of the size of our card, which is our regular standard size Australian card, A4 cut in half, folded in half again, which means it's 14.9 centimeters this long. All right, so I need to take off some up here. If I take off that much, it doesn't give me much down here. All right, but if I take off a whole lot, I don't know who that was, but that's fine, they can go. And the best bit about it is I didn't get interrupted this time. Oh, they didn't leave a message. They mustn't want me that bad. Here they all come. All right, so if I go with a 14 centimeter piece, I've got this little piece that I can use for some.
I'm glad you got your camera working.
Yes, I got my camera working. I was having trouble with it earlier. It didn't want to play nice. Okay, so essentially what I was going to do with this piece before I got rudely interrupted was I was actually going to cut it and have a little bit going that direction. Okay, because this piece here is not big enough because I didn't cut it to start. Okay, if I'd cut that piece off first, all right, show you what I was talking about. I shouldn't have cut it in half first. So pretend that didn't happen. And I want the dark side. So cut that piece off first, then cut this at 9 centimeters because we're Australian. And now I've got this, which is what I wanted. Okay, so I've got this piece for here, and I probably could have cut that piece a little bit smaller, and that piece for there. Okay, and I will do. So let's go with, I've now turned it into 8.5 centimeters, and I've got this teeny little one because I didn't do any of my measurements beforehand, but I can write them all up later for you. So yeah, that's going to work for me. All right, just to give it a little bit of difference. And now this one needs to be 14 centimeters long. Bring my trimmer back in. Make it so it's the same size. And now that I've got this tiny little thin strip, I can put that on my inside. Okay, just so that piece is going to sit there like that, and that piece is going to sit there like that. Just so I've got, it just provides a little bit of texture. Okay. You're all very quiet today. Nobody feel like chatting? Or is it that I've done something wrong and I can't see your comments? Nobody wants you to chat with me, honey.
Tell them I hope they have a wonderful day.
I'm sure they all just heard you.
Good. That was the aim.
Can you hear my kiddo screaming in the background? The other day, the microphone was muting people. All right, let me see.
Do you need me to join and check?
Yeah, actually, Miss Cedar, can you please join my get on my Facebook page and have a look and see if you can comment so that I can see, because now I'm not seeing people's comments. Yeah, thank you. Oh boy, what's she going to say? Is what we all, I can hear you all thinking. I know that that's what I'm thinking. All right, so that's that piece there. Where's my liquid? There's a variety of accounts that I'm on.
Which account are you live on?
Go onto my Facebook Facebook page.
Your normal household Facebook page?
And see, hi, can you see me? I've just got Miss Cedar checking on some things for me because I'm not sure. I can't see the chat.
Which Facebook page do you mean?
This is Cedar, everyone.
Hello. I'm not wearing my earmuffs currently, so I'm not sure how many of you will recognize me from her photos. This one?
No, that's my homepage. The Stampin' Up page, honey. Okay. We're going to keep making a card while she goes and finds that. So I'm just going to go down here, back to my card. All right. So I've done my base. I've got that pretty white, washy navy piece and a nice piece of navy down the side here. Okay. It's a good way to use your designer series paper. Let's make some flowers. Okay, so this is called Beautifully Happy. It's a very nice stamp. It's a 2-step stamp. I know that I've used it with you before. That one needs to get put away.
This one?
Yeah, look, there's 2 comments, but there's nobody.
It's Dad.
Oh, it's Dad. And I can't see his comments, so I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Not sure what's going on with my comments, but I can't seem to see them on my thing, which is I'm supposed to be able to see. So I'm not sure what's happening.
But you can see how many viewers you've got.
I can see how many people are there, but I can't see any of the comments. So, let me see.
Oh, here comes Dad.
Here comes Dad. He thinks he's going to fix it too. If I go onto here
I'm going to fix it. I come in to check for you.
and go like so. Okay. I can't even see that I'm live at the moment.
It took me a while to find it.
Oh, there it is. So I see my husband's commenting, but I can't see anything else. So we'll have to see what's going on. Teething problems. It's all because I'm learning. Okay. I don't know what happens. Pin message? No, I don't want to pin that message. Okay. All is working. Thanks, Cheryl. I'm glad it's working. It's not letting me talk to anyone though. All right. That's okay. Look, I'll catch up with you all soon. That's fine. I've got my phone sitting here beside me, so if anyone messages me on that, then I'll be able to read it. Okay. Well, I don't know that it's going to... That doesn't fit on there. I might need that kid back or that husband back to come and get me a bigger block. Because, yeah, I need the husband or the child back to come and get me a bigger block. It's 1 o'clock here. Yeah. I got my cup of tea. See? I got my cup of tea. I haven't drunk much.
Okay, where are your blocks again? Are they in the drawer still?
Yep, I need the bigger one than that, please.
Bigger one than that? Do you want big?
Yep,
Is it
E.
jumbo?
Not the jumbo, but the next size up. Thanks. I love it when they help. Okay, so
How about E?
E's the one I want. Thank you. So I've got some leaves. Thank you. That's the one I need. Ah. And there we go. And then we've got a little tiny one, some tiny leaves, and we've got some flowers. These are all the blocks that I've stuffed up with my engraving. I can put that one back. I don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to do, now I've got quite a whack of padding underneath here. So I haven't brought over my, no, I'm not going to ask them to come and get something else for me. I haven't brought over my foam mat, but normally you would use your foam mat under here. But because I've got quite a whack of paper, I'm going to hope that that works for me. Yes. All right. So I'm just going to pop this up here in this corner. Okay. My gosh, I think I need a new mossy meadow. This one's seen better days. All right, don't need to look at that. I'm going to stand up for this just so that I can get my head in the right spot and my tongue in the right spot for my leaves. And that is why it's called two-step stamping. How glorious does that look? Okay. There is this little one too, which belongs to, I don't know where that one goes. I'd love to put it on that, but then that other dot ends up in a weird spot. So I won't be putting it on there, maybe. All right, let's see. Because this one here covers all of the other ones. So that one, the other one must be for the smaller flower. Okay, there's that one. And then I've brought my Merlot over because I think the Merlot will be extra nice and extra special for our flowers. I think the Merlot goes, when you look at the family that I've got all the neutrals with me. So my Night of Navy's in the neutral family, my Merlot's in the neutral family. I did that really dodgy like. Let's try again, hey? 2 sides to every piece of cardstock. Okay, try again. I'm going to trim this one down, so let's put it in this corner over here this time. Let's see if I can get it right this time. I probably should have done the Merlot first because that's the bit that I struggled with last time. Got to hold your tongue right. Okay, so got it. Oh, here comes another child.
I forgot about this.
So which side's less dodgy? This side. Okay.
Show me the other side.
No, trust me, this side's less dodgy.
I want to see. Oh, yeah.
All right, so and pop that one down there. Okay, nice and pretty. Okay, now what I will do is I'm going to cut this out. Sit back down. Don't know why it's not letting me see the chat. I want to be able to talk to everybody. Social comments display here. Click on them to showcase in the stream, it says. Well, that's great. I can't do that because there's no comment to show. I signed in and special and everything. See? New comments will be displayed on the side, but there's nothing new. And see? And it's not letting me do anything. But that's fine. All right.
Are you streaming this on Instagram?
No, I don't know how to stream it on Instagram yet because I haven't had children help me learn that yet.
Oh, I don't know how to do that either. But I got a notification.
But I know that we can stream it to Instagram. Now, how pretty is that flower? When you touch that, it came in. What came in? All right, Cheryl's sending me messages. I can see them on my watch. When I touched something, it came in. Okay. Sorry, Cheryl, don't know what it was that came in. I'm going to get another piece of this because what I want to do, this would make just a pretty card all by itself. Okay. Just popping that on there with a bit of ribbon, pretty card. Okay. Let's step it up a bit. Okay. So where's my stamp set? We got some little dots. Pull out some little dots. All right, Cheryl sent me another message. Writing in the comments, I'm not sure. That's okay, Cheryl. Let's just enjoy the video and then we'll go back later. And Courtney will find out for next week. All right, I'm going to do some Night and Navy dots just to bring in this color here. And I'm going to stamp them off just so that I can, because I don't really want them to take over. I thought you might like to see what's happening here. Because I can do this now.
Question. Where do you get that paper? This paper.
The grid paper?
Yeah.
Out of my bottom drawer over there.
But like, how much do you have?
I've got heaps of said grid paper. The grid paper is available in the online store. Okay. So anybody can get grid paper if they would like it. But yes, and the grid paper on my table though is from when I've had classes.
When you first purchased handmade.
No, I've purchased more since I first purchased it, Maeve. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
And well, let's put some on the leaves as well, just to make it look pretty. Okay, because what else I'm going to do is, now I'm just playing. Okay, because Maeve's distracting me. What else I'm going to do is I bought in, I really like the Type Warm Type embossing folder, but I also love painted texture. Now, I was talking to one of my team members the other day and she's going, oh, I'm not as fan of that one as much, but I love this one. It's got a really nice, thick, you know, like when you see those really suave paintings. Oh, I didn't bring over the right folder. Maeve, somewhere there is a grey one of these.
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. So, and I don't think it'll work without it. Maeve's going to hunt down the grey one of these. I think it might be in the drawer, but I'm not sure. Because if I do this, so this is the cut and emboss machine. It comes with that one over there, third one in the middle, second one down. Normally you would leave this one off and use that plus a grey, but I don't have the grey. You're not looking for feathers, you're looking, oh, I don't want that one. You're looking for grey embossing folder, Maeve, because this is, I can tell you now, this is not going to work because it's too big. And one of them, it's got no pressure whatsoever on it. Because this would have just done absolutely nothing. Maybe you need to find it, honey.
Well, I don't even know what I'm looking for.
You're looking for one of these and it's grey.
That's great.
Or blue.
Where is it?
It should be in the second drawer on the side standing up. Yeah. Everyone, say hello to Maeve while I
Hi.
find it.
Hello. Because I have a dog.
Oliver. No, Maeve, go back over there and talk to everyone.
The dog abandoned me. It's not fun.
Oh, it's not in the drawer where I thought it was.
Dog.
So I've only got half a machine.
Have you tried the cupboards?
No, I'm not going to look in the cupboard.
Look at them.
Okay, if all else fails, and you can't find what you need, you ask Maeve to hop out of the way, and then you set up a
But
shim.
you asked me to sit down.
Yeah, no, I'm asking you to move now.
Oh, this chair is horrible.
It's only lols.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we can do to make do. All right, so I'll bring my cut and emboss machine back in, put it back so you can actually see what's happening. Oh, that's Oliver. Okay, so let's try with that. A shim. And all I'm using as a shim is a piece of just normal cardstock. And let's see if this will work. Oh, it's too thick. Okay. Let's try that one. No. So all I'm doing is playing around with it. I'm not going to get it to work. Well, so much for that idea, guys. And it's not here. All right, let's shelve that. This card's not going to be stepped up. I'll have to do it again. Oh, it's got a little bit of an imprint on it, not much. It was on the seat. Okay, so it's just got a little bit of texture, but I'm not sure if you can see it. Hopefully, Maeve, can you just put this blind down for me, please, honey? Because we've got nice sunshine happening here. And it makes it really bright. That's fine, just put it down. Yep, that, oh, wow, that's very dark. Lift it up. Yep, there's perfect. So I'm not sure if you can see that there's a little bit of texture there. Not a lot, but a little bit. So we're going to say that's going to be enough. Okay, I'm going to pop that to the side there. All right. I can hear them rustling in the background. That's fine. Dad can keep looking for it, but I actually don't need it now. I'm going to say I'm not using it. All right, so I've just pulled out another piece of designer series paper because I want to, sorry, another piece of basic white paper. It's not a designer series piece. Oh, we've got everybody in here now. Okay. And we'll pop this one in. They are so distracting.
Do you know what she's talking about?
And we'll do that. Oh, well, that didn't work. That's what happens when you don't have your piercing mat underneath you. Let's try again. No, but that's a piercing mat. I'll have that because I'm not doing very good here with my stamping because I don't have one. Let's see. Now you'll see I'll get a better image this time. Yeah, heaps better. Okay. Inside of my card is getting bare basics and the envelope as well. Okay. Pop some leaves onto my envelope. Don't worry about it, girls.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
No, I know what it is. I'll find it.
Yeah, I know what it is. Okay, so this is my envelope. I only get one shot at the envelope, although I do have quite a nice store of stud envelopes. Yep. Let's do this one a little bit lighter and see what the difference is, hey? That's pretty.
And guess what we found? Is it this?
No,
Oh! I'm wrong.
everybody. This is a chamois.
What?
Not a chamois. That was really
Do you
bad.
know what it is?
I was being a smarty pants and got it wrong. It's not the grey mat that I'm looking for, that's for sure.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a silicon mat, that one though.
This is as close as it's going to get. Honestly. Is it that one? This is very thick.
No, that one's a magnetic
That's
platform. Don't worry about it, girlies.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Now I don't know what you're about. Yeah, it's a big shot.
All right. Okay, let's see. I'm doing this because now they're talking behind me and it's very distracting. Very, very distracting. All right, I'm just going to fussy cut this flower out because we can use it to add a bit of dimension to our card. Hold your tongue right in the right position. Moving your paper, not your scissors, as your scissors are slowly closing. I like how, I've started videoing and my husband's chosen now to go through his Lego. So I don't know, I don't think you guys can hear it. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can't. But all I can hear is Lego sorting. All right, and then that one's going to sit on top of that. And since I stamped off with it, it'll be a little bit lighter. All right. With your bone folder, you can actually use the back of it and on your piecing mat. So still got my piecing mat under here. You can use it to shape your flowers. Okay. There they go. Okay, and in the middle. What it does is it fractures the paper a little bit. You can use the, you take your pick tool or has a stylus type tool, a pointy bit on the top. It'll do exactly the same thing. But you can use your bone folder. To do the same thing. See how you can see that it's got like an imprint on it? And it just gives it a little bit of shape. So that when I stick it on here with a dimensional, it's going to raise it up a little bit more and actually round it off a bit. All right. Oh, I wish I could see what you're all saying. I wonder how many weeks it'll take me to get it right. All right. looking good. And oh, listen to those puppies go. Oh, I don't have any of my spots over here, my gems. I'm going to pop a gem in there. There is a stamp to go in the middle. I didn't bring the right colour, but there is a stamp to go in the middle, but I'm going to stick a gem on it. Okay, of which I don't have any at the table. Yes, your big tough puppy's protecting me from Dad. Okay. And I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use this. I need a sentiment. Look, I just saw the little bee. How cute is he? See, there is a little tiny one. All right. So that one's for the center of your flowers. Okay. It's the center of that flower, to tell you the honest truth, and there is a dot for the center of that flower. All right. I want for a very happy birthday. Where are you hiding? Over here. So if I just pop it down on my grid paper. Yep, you go get him. You protect me from Dad. All right. I'm going to stamp that in Night of Navy. This is a new set, so it needs a bit of conditioning. Okay. Don't know what the deal is today, man. I can't stamp to save my life. I'm going to stand up for it. That's better. Okay. Gosh, I'm having one of those days. It's definitely not going to let me read the comments. Even though I know there's going to be comments there. Part of the reason I got it is so that I can get comments and I can see and chat with everyone. But anyway. Okay, so I'll just trim this down a bit. For a very happy birthday. And should we do some ribbon? I think we should do some ribbon. Okay, we'll pop some double-sided adhesive on the back of here. I'm going to I'm just putting it so that when I do it, because see how that side's paler than that side? I want the darker side up. So it's going to have to come from this side. All right. And it's going to go across there. If you wanted to, you could cut that leaf out as well. All right. And pop it up. I used to do paper towel, and that's what we used to do all the time, was layer upon layer upon layer. You don't want this too tight because I want to be able to, I wonder if these scissors are sharp enough. No. I want to be able to tie my bow. My stampers are not a fan of bows, but that's okay. They're getting better at them. And this ribbon is so soft and so pretty. It makes really, really pretty bows. It also makes pretty just tied bits, but it makes really pretty bows. So I'm just going to tie this bow. And the reason why I tie my bows on here like so is because then I can move them to wherever I want them. Just by grabbing, I'm going to say petals, but it's actually grabbing those little rabbit's ears, whatever you want to call them. I can actually drag my bow all the way across either side. See what I mean? So I can put it wherever I want it to be. In this case, it's going to go there. All right. And then we'll just push this bit out. Come on, play nice. If your bow needs some forcing into submission, we've got glue dots for that. But it actually is going to work quite nicely there. Okay. And then this is just going to sit over the top. I might just trim that, push that down a bit. If you wanted to, you could actually stick this little piece under it, but under there, but I'm not going to. So you can use up all of your, I'm just going to pop it on there like so. Use dimensionals. But because I've got some edges here, I want it to, if I can get it to, I want it to straddle the, ribbon a bit, so because it sticks better to the cardstock than it does to the ribbon. So if I just pop that like along there, so don't ever throw away your edges, and that one along there like so. I mean, I know it's a lot, but that's all right. And then you've got, oh, I've got to stick that bit down first because I actually want to stick it off. Glue. Going in this one. Yep. Put some over my ribbon to make sure that my ribbon sticks nice. I don't bother pulling those bits off most of the time. And I'm going to center it only because I can. And it's not really small enough not to. Squish it down. Now I can stick my "For a Very Happy Birthday." I decided not to straddle my ribbon. I decided to. Okay. Then we need to pop our inside in. There's my stamp set. Does it have inside sentiments? Okay. So I can pop sending happy thoughts in. I could put "You Are Easy to Love." The other sentiments don't really go for happy birthday, but that's okay. Look, there's that one that we found that I was trying to use before on the wrong thing. All right. So I'll just have to write what I want to say to whoever I give this to. This one feels nice and full. All right. And we'll just pop that in there. I know what my husband's doing. My car decided it wasn't going to play nice today, and then I went to go down and drop some stuff at the shops, and car said no. So there we have, using the Seaside Bay, the Beautifully Happy stamp set with our Seaside Bay Designer Series paper, some Mary Merlot, some Night of Navy, some Mossy Meadow ink pad, one pretty little card. Hopefully you can still hear me, and I've changed back to the other screen. Okay. Thank you for joining me I hope you enjoyed your cuppa as you sat and crafted, or watched my crafting, and I'd love to see if you guys make anything similar. If you were looking at joining Stampin' Up, there's some amazing specials on at the moment. Just You normally get $235 worth of product for $169. So if you were looking at that suite, it's not much more to actually get $169 worth of cost. It doesn't cost much more to join, but you actually get at the moment $315 worth of product in your kit when you join, or you can get the mini machine in the beautiful blue color. So there's lots of things to do, lots of great opportunities at the moment. Beautiful catalogs. If you need a catalog and I can pop the PDF on, but this is what it looks. Where's my mouse gone? This is what the front of it looks like. If you haven't got one of these, let me know and I can pop one in the mail to you. I'm actually headed to the post office tomorrow. If you'd like a catalog, just let me know and you'll get one of these in your mailbox, because there's so many beautiful things and so much great idea. I love this stamp set. I need to work out how I'm going to play with it, because all of my girls are ballet dancers and have been for a long time, and I think the ballet teacher needs a card made from this, probably numerous. And look at the pretty vellum that's underneath. It's really hard to see in the magazine, but yeah. So there's lots of different things. If you have a look through the catalogue and see something that you like and you want me, if I've got it and you want me to display, do a demo with it, just let me know. And if I've got it, I will. Okay. So toodaloo. Until next time, I'll catch you all later. Bye.